Hello everybody, Fearmy Games here, the next part of the DEI Cimmeria campaign. This episode probably won't be as long as some of the other ones, mostly because of the fact that it is a bit of a last minute recording. My video is set to start at, my video is set to be released tomorrow, so I need to get it encoded and upload it tonight, which means a smaller video would be ideal, especially considered so the longer videos I've had recently. I need to get it re-familiar with the situation over here. So in the east, Bactria is still on its way over to take out Frata. These guys are still like mad at Bactria, but for some reason these guys sent all their armies westward, probably try and help with Rome. I kind of probably shouldn't have asked them to join that war, because I think it's more of a problem for them than it is for Rome. And all that jazz. I'm going to start dismantling some of these areas where I have low public order, because public order is something I would rather have, and the food I feel isn't as important in those low public order areas as it would be elsewhere. I just have to be very careful which areas I do change it up in, because I could very easily go back to the situation where I have absolutely zero food, and I'd rather avoid that if at all possible. Example over here, Marv looks like they're okay. Nisa's okay. I think I've deleted the Parsa. I haven't deleted in Parsa, but I probably should now. I'm just gonna straight up demolish this. I'm gonna build something else in its place, I think. Alright, let's get an idea of our army situation right now, because I don't quite remember what our situation is, if I need to move anybody. Looks like I can start moving these guys along. Army over here near Dax is basically obliterated. Okay, I'm just having their fortified stance, trying to get them to replenish. Over here, I'm moving to try and finish out the last of the flames of Tabati, though they're not really in a position to really threaten my army anymore, but it's mostly just to get rid of them. This army apparently is not able to replenish anymore, so I'm just going to send it to attack Danu Apara, which, I'm not sure if any of you guys have read the Aragon series, but every time I see that name, I just think Danu Reba. I completely forgot about that rebel army. I amaze myself sometimes without forgetful I can be of things. Alright. That's why I had to move that army, and that's probably also why it's not replenishing anymore, is because there's a giant enemy army right there. And, that's not really good for business. Let me check out where my armies are. So, Silius Terra, this is my new navy that I'm building up to try and basically achieve dominance of the oceans. Still work in progress there, but, we'll get it eventually. The Roma impersonators are slowly but surely making their way towards Anthea. Well, actually, I was planning on having the land in Trapezos and then taking my navy over. We'll see if I could still do that. Well, I might try and take these guys and just ship them over here next turn, because they'll move a lot faster that way. Ares Dread's doing just a perfect job of being there. You guys are in battle, you guys are resting, and you guys are patrolling here. This is one area where I definitely need to demolish this one, because of the fact that the public order needs to be fixed over here, and I can't just plop an army permanently in Mesopotamia in order to make that happen. That's just not conducive. So we'll go see how it pans out, basically. So, Egypt had, honestly, one of my biggest surprises about this campaign is that Egypt did not declare war on us. I guess they've just been too busy with their own enemies to actually try anything. It looks like the Iridii are going to try and take out Pantapokon. I could honestly probably take these guys out with my army, but my navy, but I'm gonna have it fall back, try to safety. I'd rather not get my fledgling navy wiped out if I can help it. They want me to join the war against, but I don't think so. Bactria is already my client state. If they end up getting a little bit stronger, then I'll just wipe them out, basically is what my plan is. So we did just knock out like 34 supply of food. So we'll kind of see what the situation is over in the homeland in terms of food. I'm hoping that we'll be in an okay state. We've been very careful about food consumption, so hopefully nothing will come of it. As guards, those spies moving about. Oh yeah, one thing I just remember that I'm going to need to check when my turn finishes loading. The town act nobility and a hero just died. Let's check the loyalty. The Pontiac nobility need to be secured. They're not happy with me at all. Apparently, I have almost no trade, no income this turn, which surprised me. I don't know. I guess maybe winter and the fact I have a lot of agriculture. That's my only guess there. I'm going to get these guys to over here. Oh, my governor died over here. That's a problem. That's a problem to deal with, that we need to deal with. Unfortunately, these guys are now stuck here in winter. Olbia, honestly, I'd be surprised if Olbia holds after everything's kind of gone down now. Okay, I probably shouldn't have built the consecrated ground here now that I think about it. I probably need to demolish that and make it into something else. I need to replace this with something useful. I already have an aqueduct there. I do not want Persian immigrants, but that's honestly actually one of the problems I'm having here. But if I build an agora, what can I build? I mean, an amphitheater is not too bad. Yeah, I guess I'll do that. I mean, like, if I wanted to, going for the other line of a fountain isn't too bad when it comes to growth, public order, and sanitation. So, I mean, I'm not against that at all. But this one is better public order bonuses, even if it does consume food. It does give me some money. So I'm not against that. I don't know. You know, screw it. Let's try seeing if I can build the fountain line. Why not? Give them lots of water. They're in a desert after all. I'm pretty sure they very much appreciate having any and all water. So can I give... Does anyone else I can give secure... Oh my god! How did you guys go to minus 25 loyalty? Jesus. I guess because their leader died, so now they're very much like, oh my god. Okay, could you like send a gift to? Well, apparently I can't do anything to those guys. Is anyone at risk of like routing away from me? I guess not. Apparently I can't send gift to the Tonic nobility because their loyalty is too low. So I guess there's no emergency thing there. I guess I'll find a spouse, get married, have some kids, continue the line. We'll need to keep an eye on for any one of these guys. Let's see, I don't have enough money. Apparently I would get +2 loyalty if I secured him. I probably should have done that instead of finding a wife for my other guy, but oh, what can you do? What can you do? We're kind of poor right now. I would chase you down, but I don't have much movement in this godforsaken blizzard. I was kind of hoping like going through here would be a safety thing, but it actually ended up just costing me people anyways. So it's like, oopsie, I'm sorry, army over there. Should have done a little bit less movement so that way you guys wouldn't all start freezing to death. We will need to deal with this situation. No, that's it. That's a little too far south. This situation over here. I'm hoping they're going to attack me, but they might not. I mean, obviously them being there is a problem for one of my plans of, you know, taking over the world. Let's see. So, sorry, I'm real life getting involved in the video, but I'm just responding to it real fast. Yeah, but my brain's short circuiting right now. Sorry. There's multiple things distracting me just do not work out as well. I say that as Gartarm is going back. We'll have to be very careful. We now have for the first time in our existence, we have a risk of civil war. So, I kind of want to finish them off the Scythians here. So I'm going to just do that. Looks like I might just auto-resolve it just to get this army out of the way. Because, like, I mean, honestly, battling it I wouldn't do too, but that doesn't look like a very strong arm. We've already battled that kind of army before, so it's nothing new. This army now is a new tradition. Oh. Honestly, that's not a bad thing if I want a lot of slaves. Probably Strategos and melee defense. Let's see, is there anything better I can get during the ambush battles? I don't really do a lot of ambushing, so that's not really too useful. So how about accomplished skirmishers? So now I'll be able to kind of bomb rush this army over here. How about Angora instead? I want to convert this over to a farming town, maybe. Get some farm. Actually, no. Let's make you a market town for some money. And I'll demolish that. Okay, perfect. So, when this army gets the chance, I'll move it westward. There's now just one final Scythian holdings, and that is in Ra. That one I'm definitely going to fight out because I think it's only right that we fight them off ourselves. Let me try and send you diplomat to. Hopefully that will help with the loyalty from completely falling. Our money is still completely in the gutter. Roman and the Athenians have gone to war with each other, but I don't really see that going too well for the Athenians. Honestly, the best thing we could potentially hope for is trying to take these guys out for it. I think we're just gonna I guess Roman mercenaries are not gonna be able to go to Trapezzo, so they're just gonna have to do all the overland route like original plan was, and do that. The rest of our armies are going to go Ares Dread. You're doing exactly what I need you to do. You guys did what I need you guys to do. Roman mercenaries, you're on your way. You're on your way. You guys need to just get rid of those Scythians and wipe them out. The army isn't really a challenge. The main thing is, can I actually use like this garrison to attack? Like the garrison, maybe. No, I was hoping I could do that, but no, it won't let me do that. Let me enter in. I'm curious about how, I completely forgot to look at the objectives. So when we take over Rome, I think we'll basically, by the time we take Rome, I think we'll have everything we need. Oops, caps lock. Apparently Getae have declared war on us, which is going to be very interesting for us. I'm tempted to call my allies in. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Call my allies for help. I don't think any of them said no. So the Getae kind of just got... I assume the Getae are just tired of us white slapping to the Scythians all around, so they're trying to like cause some problems for us, but I'm not too concerned about it. So, when I believe I mentioned last episode that I think Getae might go to war with Getae. I was just hoping it wouldn't be immediately, like right now. Maybe I should have sent the diplomat there to, appease them. Yeah, I did not think this through when I sent my army through, but I'm going to battle this. I think I can win with the garrison. It would be a very close battle, and it really depends on if the enemy archers run out of ammo before my men run out of lives to give. Okay, I'll have to respond later. Alright. So I guess what we're gonna just have to do is we're gonna have their men right there, or we're gonna have our, general as far back as possible in the woods. These guys, I guess we're just gonna have to like group them over here. Maybe have the general be more over there, just in case we need a strong hoplite wall to assist us in the battle. I don't really know what these guys are gonna be useful for, but we're gonna use them for something. I can tell you that much at least. Alright, well, we'll just have to start the battle. I think this is honestly the best formation we can do. It's too bad that this area does not have a full Hellenic garrison. Let's see. So if the enemy takes it over, I wonder if it'll be a Scythian area or if it'll be an independent area. But either way, we'll need to put them down with what remains of our army. That's one reason why it's like auto-resolving probably wasn't the best idea, because we needed as much of the army as possible, and the auto-resolve would definitely took more men than it needed to. I'm going to bring up the hoplite here because I definitely think they're going to need the strong backbone of my general's hoplite, because it looks like they are prioritizing this weaker flank over the stronger flank. Good on the AI, but too bad for us. Alright, let's see. We're getting a nice little view here. They're throwing their javelins, which is perfect. Our general's almost in position, though I realize he's not in phalanx formation, so we're going to need to do that. Thankfully, these guys did charge straight into spearmen. The only downside is the fact that these said spearmen are very light spearmen, so they won't hold for very long. So we'll kind of see how things pan out. On the bright side, decent amount of the archers here. I'm going to end up the phalanx and get these guys moving over here. And I'm going to separate out the archers here. The main reason why I'm doing this is because I want to try and weaken the enemy position as much as I physically can. I'll deal with the rest later. Our general is under attack, no surprise there because I sent him into that fray, but he looks like he's doing exactly what I needed to do. Now these hoplites will hopefully get into a position enough that they can support our general reasonably well in phalanx formation as well to try and create a nice line. These guys are doing a good job of taking aggro for us. I don't see these guys survive, these enemy step lancers winning the battle for them, but they can things might surprise me considering these are only basic hoplites, not anything special. And they are already wounded. They're not fresh. And the enemy did not charge them directly. They charged the weaker spearmen in front. But hey, I think there's reason to be hopeful. Yeah, especially with their general holding this nice center position. And he doesn't seem to be harmed too much. It's hard to tell because they don't start the beginning part. But it looks like our local tribesmen are starting to break. No surprise there. They are very light spearmen against heavy cavalry. Let me get my guys in phalanx formation and get them ready to engage once the line starts breaking over here. These guys are all already in position. Perfect. I want to try... Yeah, these guys are kind of getting just beat up. But there's honestly like nothing better for me to do than just have them in phalanx and just try and survive as long as they can. Because if they can hold, great. If they cannot... see, general got 15 kills. He's doing a pretty good job of holding line. He hasn't been directly engaged as there's still a thin line of spearmen left, but very thin line. And this flank's about to break, and I assume the local armed townsfolk are not going to be too far behind them in terms of breaking. So these guys will be getting engaged pretty soon. This flank is actually holding up surprisingly well. I'm quite happy about that. Part of me kind of wants to try to see if I get a nice flanking spot here with my hoplites. So I'm gonna give that a try, see if that works at all. I'm hoping my archers here will dwindle down enough of the enemy archers that maybe might affect their ammunition. Looks like, yep, I was right. The armed citizen townsfolk are not far behind, but my hoplites have been engaged, though they've been taking quite the beating from enemy archers. Honestly, my repositioning of them might have actually caused them to lose more troops than if I just kept them where they were. Yeah, the local tribesmen are about to break on this flank as well. Leave my general surrounded. It looks like the hoplites actually are broke due to just the sheer amount of casualties the archers were inflicting upon them. I'd love to see if I can just engage these guys. I think, honestly, the enemy archers could win. Yeah, it looks like the battle's lost. The garrison just wasn't healthy enough to survive. Too bad. But, you know, they were outnumbered, and it was a situation where this rebellion would not have been this effective if I was better. I feel like if I paid a better attention to the fact that there was a rebel army right next door. I'll just have to retake it. It's just unfortunate that the money I invested in this element is now basically gone kaput. But you know, mistakes can happen, especially, you know, having a risk of a succession is definitely a little bit of a moment right there. But yeah, this faction here is going to need to be stomped out. The kitty split. Thankfully, the army next door is not that far off. So I'll just have to retake it. Snookly has a slums. Oh, welcome to your party. The royal rival comes of age. I wonder who that is. I will just take this area. The army is not strong enough really to be a big threat right now, so I'm going to try and push my luck right now when I still have it. Did I demolish? Oh, I had that there. Oh, Bia, you actually were more useful than I gave you credit for. Let me make a local agora here, I think. I think that'll do. Army destroyed and the garrison army, no surprise there. Summit lost, faction encountered. Province contested. Yep, that is correct, Mundo. Yeah, I'm surprised I have such a low amount of income right now, considering how big my expanse, my things have become. I'm going to, I guess, go for a water tank, and I'm not sure what I'm going to make you yet, but I'm going to go for I'm tempted for the Sacred Grove for the public order and sanitation bonus, but I'm thinking Artemis for the livestock bonus, because there is going to be probably a decent amount of farming going on up here. Seems like a nice place to do that. You may be in a fortified stance, but you're still a weaker army compared to me, good sir. Might as well enslave these boys. We got some military tradition. Let me see what you got. I would like to have the... I guess for attrition loss isn't too bad, considering I do a lot of attacking. I do like the missile range increase. Let's go for that. Though I do love the siege experts too. That's some nice bonuses there that I had to pick from. Let's go for perfect. I get both of them. I like it. I like it. All right, sending these guys west. If these guys don't take out Olbia, then at least I'll be taking out even if these guys aren't going to be used for taking out Olbia, I'll at least need them against the Getae. And now that I have the Getae as a threat, as a problem, I'm definitely not going to take these two unless... Let me see trade and finance. No, not trade and finance. It's objectives. What do I need to win this? So far, I need to subject 15 different factions. So basically, if I take one more, that'll be the Scythians. I will actually have the Woe to the Vanquished. That'll be done. I need to complete control one of the following provinces. Thrake, which is right here. So basically, I need to make military allies with everybody here in order to do number one completed. Number two, I need to Scythia. Well, I'm about to completely conquer that one, so that'll be perfect. So that will be done in a turn. So here, I need to... I have 55 settlements. I need a total of 80. So I need to own... I need to basically make Pergamon better allies with me. Latium, I need to conquer. I'm going to do that. Pontus, again, I need to make better allies. And Egypt, I'll need to be going to war with soon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Pergamon. I want to see, hey bud, do you want to be military allies? How about if I pay you to be my best friend? I'll give you all my remaining money if you do. Perfect. We are now officially military allies, which means that my objective is apparently not done. Weird. Maybe it didn't take so long to upgrade, unless you are stopping me from getting Pontus and Rome is stopping me from getting Cappadocia because they own Ephesus. They've actually taken side and Ephesus, which means I actually need my Roman impersonators in the southwest of that area, because they're actually now bordering Tarsus, which means that Rome has officially come to my border. So I will need to keep an eye on that situation. There's nothing I can really do about that. I don't have anything that'll stop it. Okay. I don't have the money to stop it, more accurately. We need to claim more influence as soon as we can, but first thing we need to do is make the Tanakh nobility a higher power. I need to demolish this one. Apparently, actually, I don't have the money to demolish it because I'm too dang poor. Apparently, character's unassigned skill. Oh, this governor boy. Let's give you... let's see. Apparently, I don't like most of yours. I do like the research rate. I like the tax rates. Let's see. Okay, let me end turn then. Yeah, Rome and getting involved in Asia, attacking Pergamon in Asia Minor instead of attacking their holdings in Greece is interesting. But, and it's also going to be kind of interesting what I want to do with Pergamon. So I could conquer those territories that Pergamon lost. That would actually give me better access to the Mediterranean Sea, but it would be territory that I don't necessarily need, and it might make Pergamon less likely to... Oh, looks like Rome wiped Pergamon off the face of the earth in the west. So maybe I will just conquer Rome in the west. It looks like Bactria joined me in my war in the west. I wonder how that's going to affect my military allies. Maybe they will start liking Bactria more. Maybe they'll have a war on in my borders. That'd be actually kind of funny. Because where they're like, but you're hit. We're in neutral territory. So what? We're still at war, suckers. I feel like how that conversation would go. Get you knows. We'll see how big the garrison is. I'm hoping it's not too big. Increase in rank. Perfect. I like it. Who are you? New royal rival has appeared. I need to deal with that. You. However, first I want to make better. I guess we'll go for that. Cultural conversion, I guess. And then I'm going to go for authority. Okay. Motivated province. We are still dirt poor. Still dirt poor. But you are mine, Olbia. Eventually, I'm going to first besiege you. For now, I'm going to wait for reinforcements, I think. I want to say probably could take it, now that I think about it. I mean, it's not a particularly strong army, and this army is actually pretty, like, healthy in the place where it's important. Like, honestly, because there's a fleet there is probably why they're saying it's going to be a hard victory, but... I mean, the only hard thing about it is the fact that my nobles are kind of weak, but I can honestly merge them. Like, I can merge these two guys. You know, I can merge you guys together. You know, things like that. I'll then make these guys super healthy. I guess because this is a general's bodyguard, they can't merge, but, you know, and then I can, you know, merge these guys together, making them one healthy unit. Yeah, well, this is basically, I mean, this will help save me some money, but also will make it so each individual unit is stronger than the rest, and making it hopefully easier to actually take the area. Will mean that, you know, instead of waiting for replenishment, I'll have to actually make them go for full-on recruitment, but I am not too concerned about that. Let me see if I can send you on another diplomatic mission, maybe to Asgarta, see if you can make them happier. With me, at least. Don't really care about other people, but for me, I would like them to be happier. Let's see, what did that do with Bactria here? Bactria is still at war with is no longer at war with the Cambodians, which is perfect for me, which means that two of my client states aren't at war with each other anymore. These guys still dislike Bactria, but oh well. Nothing I can do about that. Wait a second. Never mind, they're still my military allies. Never mind. Okay, I was like, wait a second. Something doesn't seem right there. But if I take side, Pergamon might not be too happy about it, but Pergamon is not really in a position to worry about it. And the fact that they haven't gone to war with Rhodes either, because kind of shows that they're not too focused on getting full region. And what is nice is that with Nystals being taken over for Pergamon, it does make this area more interesting for me to conquer, because I don't think, you know, the Mastodons are friends with anybody, so I can just kill them and nobody will blink an eye. So maybe I think that's what I'll do. Take a couple turns for you to arrive, so hopefully they attack us, but we'll see. Attacking into me is going to be their last mistake. I could build a supply pit here for the lower banditry. I should probably cancel this construction. Cancel that construction, actually. Convert you into a Odeon to make people happy. Let's go for a library for research and empire maintenance production. I think that's probably the best thing to do. The wealth from agriculture is not a bad thing. Actually, if I have one in here, I might just make that slum into a supply pit. Right there to help with the agricultural business boom that I'm trying to put in that region. We'll see if it sticks. It feels weird having no money, but I guess this is kind of my own fault for having just so many armies and things going on. And probably having so much money tied to farming and agriculture and focusing on having plenty of food over having a booming economy. Oh my gosh, these guys are almost fully replenished. I was not even paying attention to that. So I'm going to start moving these guys westward because I'm going to basically need to do a 2 front war. One to slap around the Getaeans, and another one to slap around the Romans. So I'll start moving these guys westward while I have one army in the north already. Who could basically kind of put down any rebellions that I see. But it looks like I'm not going to have to worry about any rebellions once I clean this one up. Since, you know, we'll be fine. I can also hire some mercenaries if I had the money. But I do not have said money. Because I'm broke. Hopefully with some of the things I'm moving around it might help with the money situation. Once I get the money situation solved and I can just completely focus on the West, I'll be very happy to, you know, play some politics and get my, with a political game and try and get my influence up to the respected or like higher than what it is right now. I think it's admired or it's respected. I need to get to admired. I think it's either I'm admired or I need to, it's one of those two. That's all I know for certain. Looks like Delminium tried to take out the Pergamon situation here. It looks like they're going to try and attack me, which is perfect. I'm going to... Normally, I would immediately start this battle and I have no problem doing it. But considering my time constraints, I'm going to quick save here and I'm going to have to just end this part here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. If you guys, even if with myself being a little distracted at the beginning, but life happens sometimes. But I hope you guys have a good day, night, evening, wherever it may be. If you guys did like the video despite, you know, the beginning, we'll slap that like button down below. Subscribe to see more of my content. And I will see you guys next time. And hopefully I get everything ready so this is out on time. Take care.